Right.
One serious error can make the business history. It can create, huge financial liability for the company. All of these are examples of what we
Right.
see on a day-to-day basis. I want to come to you. You were having an interesting conversation around the regulatory fluidity, number of updates that you see, how many of these updates are open to interpretation. All of these are items that create complexity for managing compliance. Why don't you help our audience understand a little bit of that?
I will first say that the regulatory environment is very dynamic at this point of time. There have been circulars which are there since 2016 are getting modified on a day-to-day basis. Especially the regulator is very vigilant. And as you rightly said, there is a lot of cross-functional implementation to be done for each and every circular we get on the portals on a day-to-day basis. And multiple stakeholders are also have to work together as a team to ensure that the compliance framework is at the best. For each organization also, the reputation of the company is also at stake. Right now, the governance plays a very vital role if a company wants to grow in the right direction. The PE investors and the investors, whoever want to invest in a company, or the board and the stakeholders, the bankers, they are all very, very keen to understand what is the governance framework that is defined in an organization to ensure that the risk management framework is also aligned with it. As you rightly said, the cost of capital completely depends on the governance structure of a company. At the time of raising an equity or going for an IPO also, this is a very critical aspect that every regulator is assessing at depth. You have a full due diligence team which is hired for these things, and they give their reports to the investor to understand what is the kind of sense of corporate governance culture in the organization. And again, when I go to the board level also, the board is very vigilant on this. In fact, they are pushing the companies to give a certificate of compliance on a quarterly basis, which is part of the DNA of a company. A lot of organizations are doing it. And also RBI has separately defined the role of CCO now. There was the concept of CCO has been introduced lately by the regulator because he wants organizations to think compliance as a whole, not as an isolated function.